Where are you? Let's be having you. Bacon Brigade. Assemble. What's going on, everybody? It's the Flying Pig here on Flying Pig United. Good morning, guys. That's right, it's the morning. How you all doing today? Hope you're all doing good this morning. We're here to watch the Champions League draw and also the Europa League draw, which has taken place just after. So we got two draws to watch. Probably should have just jumped on here for the Europa, because who really cares about that mugs tournament, the Champions League, guys, you know? But that is taking place now anyway in Switzerland, guys. So we're on here to just check out what comes out. The hat for Man United and also all the other English teams as well, just to see what's going on in the Champions League and the Europa League as well. What's going on, everyone? Thanks for getting in, by the way, everybody. You're a bunch of legends for joining us this early. We're on here at a crazy time for us, guys. Yeah, it's a bit early for me, Dan McGill. I haven't actually been to bed yet, guys. So maybe that's why I'm actually on here. Yeah, so I've been up all night, guys, so I'm ready for bed straight after this stream. But I thought I couldn't get to sleep about 6, 7, 8 a.m. I was like, you know what, if I go to sleep now, there's no way I'm getting up for this, so I better just stay up, do this stream, and then we can go to sleep afterwards. So yeah, I'm a bit of a zombie right now, but let's do this, my friends. How are you doing? Yeah, that's right, Jonathan Gallagher, I have been up all night, mate. Anyway, guys, how you all doing? Welcome in, guys. Welcome in. We got David Hills in here. Dan McGill, what's going on, you legend, sir? Dale Walker getting in raw. Arctic Jacko. Kingslayer says live from his bed, it's the Flying Pig. Not quite, not quite. Nate Valanazi, how are you? Crazy Joe Tavola. Say no more, Gov. Roxty back as well getting in here. What's happening there, bro? Nafe, the Bristolian Mackham. Kerfuffles, Arctic Jacko. Sydney Selcraig. Jonathan Kemp getting in here, raw from Brizzy. We got Timothy Robert in the gaff. I have had my coffee, mate. Eddie's in here as well. What's going on there? Eddie says, hello, tarts and tartettes. What's going on there, Eddie? Welcome in. Good morning. I hope you're well. And 21 Nick P getting in raw. What's going on there, 21 Nick P? Bunch of the mod legends getting in here this morning. What's happening, guys? T Mill, Jonathan Gallagher, how are you as well? Crikey. Loads of legends. To the Moon, Georgie Vasilev, Darb, Hamil Vertonghen. How's everyone doing this morning? Thanks for joining, guys. Do us a favour at the start of this show then. Smash the shit out of the like button. Give it a raw thumbs up. Share it around on social media as well if you want to do that. The link to the tweet is pinned at the top of the live chat. Feel free to go and give it a cheeky little retweet and help spread the word of the show. But yeah, Champions League draw first. We're not in this, obviously. We'll see what comes out the hat for the English teams. And, you know, I mean, who's everyone's favourite for the Champions League this season? Let's have a little vote in the live chat. Who do you think is most likely to win it? What do you reckon, guys? So, I mean, Manchester City are one of the favourites, obviously, but they still haven't managed to win one. So I don't see why they're this year any more likely that they'll be able to do it. They'll probably still just bottle job it. Maybe like Bayern München. Bayern München's a good shout, isn't it? Hidden Elements says Bayern. Yeah. Napoli for the fun, says Kingslayer. John Anderson, what's going on? Hope you're doing good. City won't win. They always bottle it, says Jonathan Gallagher. That's true. That's what I'm saying. So they might be one of the most likely to win it. One of the most favourites. But that doesn't translate into actually winning it, does it? Same goes for PSG. People keep saying, oh, PSG got this insane side with Messi and Neymar and all these melts. Still, when it comes to the actual tournament, though, they seem to shit it. Thank you very much, Ellie, for that. She says, already retweeted. Everyone else, do so, please, on your Twitter. Thank you so much there, Ellie. You're an absolute legend there, so I appreciate you sharing it around. Guys, do what Eddie's done there. Also, smash the like. But if you want to give it a retweet, it's pinned to the top. You can share it around, and I will give you a shout-out a bit later as well. Thank you, Ellie. Sosa says, Madrid back-to-back. You will ask again, your laptop died, so can't resubscribe membership. Anyone know how to do it on iPhone? Kerfuffles. Yes, mate. Thank you, Kerfuffles. Sorry, bro, I missed that one. I can get you the membership link, no problemo, my son. Thank you very much for wanting to be a member again there, dude, by the way. And that is Gashland. I don't know why iPhones are like that. They're just a big shower of shite. But I need to wake myself up a little bit. This morning, guys, I am sort of falling asleep. This Champions League draw is just increasing that feeling as well. So let's just move on. Let's move on with this bloody draw. I think they're about to get going, actually, guys. I think they're about to get going. Right, okay, my membership link. Here it is. Boom. There it is right there. Kerfuffles in the live chat, my son. I should just put that. Hang on a second. I'm going to put this in the description. Don't know why it's not in the description of my videos. It just should be, shouldn't it? That is crazy. I don't know why I don't have that in my description, guys. Anyway, now it's in my description. Fox and Ram, he says, Bayern's always a good bet. Yeah, good shout, good shout. Madrid, says Ed. Bayern for you, says Arctic Jacko. Madrid back-to-back, says Sosa. Interesting. Well, they've done it many times in recent years. Okay, so, yeah, group winners, Napoli, Porto, Bayern, Tottenham, Chelsea, Real Madrid, City, and Benfica. So they are the group winners, guys, which means that they're going to be drawn against a bunch of melters, who are the teams to be drawn against, which are Liverpool, Club Brugge, FC Internazionale, of course, Inter Milan, Eintracht Frankfurt, AC Milan, Leipzig, and a couple of them melts. The graphics gone off the screen. But yes, this is they're going to do the draw now then, guys, for the Champions League. We'll let you know what's going on. So the first team out of the hat of the group runners-up is RB Leipzig. RB Leipzig, guys. Okay, so that's interesting. So RB Leipzig, they can't play teams that have been in their group in this round, can they? Or some shot like that. So, I don't know. Yeah, I don't think so. So there's a couple of teams that are in your own domestic league. Is that right in this round? I could be wrong there. But there's certain stipulations, of course, to this. I haven't been listening. Mark Harris, thanks for the super chat, my son. Hang on a second, Mark Harris. They're just drawing the next. This is from the group winners then. Man City. Man City have got Leipzig. Bastards, mate. Lucky bastards, aren't they? Aren't they a bunch of lucky bastards, mate? RB Leipzig versus Manchester City, guys. That's a plum draw for City, really. Leipzig are no mugs. They're no mugs, but come on, that's a plum draw for City right there, guys. That's scum. That's scum right there. Mark Harris, thank you so much for the super chats. Looking sharp, boss. I'm seeing Al Pacino 2.0. Get in. Mate, thank you so much there, Marky Harris, bro. I appreciate that a lot, dude. Get in there. Who are you? Thank you so much there, Mark Harris. Get in, I appreciate it. Dude, get in. Can we get some Sues in the live chat there for Mark Harris? I'm not feeling very sharp this morning, bud, but thank you so much. It is depressing watching the Champions League draw, Danny Slater, yeah, but we're only watching it because the UEL draws Storm straight after it as well. And there's a link to the gaming channel as well. Thank you for putting that in there as well, Eddie. Yeah, sub to my gaming channel, Flying Pig Gaming, if you're not. Please do. So hang on, what's the next tie here then? Okay, so Benfica go up against Club Brugge. So a bit of a gash game there. Good draw for Benfica, of course, there. They'll be loving that. It's a nice draw for Benfica, that one, guys. Oh, yeah. Gets them further in the competition, potentially. Anyway, they've got to get past Bruges, but... Jammy Bastard, says Timothy Robert. Yeah, Pep Drub Rehab. Oh, Ember 1, am I done with career mode? I mean, I'm not. I'm not, but it's coming back, mate. This week it's coming back. Liverpool. Liverpool have been drawn out of the hat here then. Who are they going to face? Looks like they can... give them a really tough one here, guys, hopefully. Go on. Give them Real Madrid or something. Go on. Give him a filth one. Give him a filth one. The Scousers have been tied against Get in there, my son. Real Madrid. Fuck yeah. Get in there, my son. Come on. Good one. That's a good one. Love it, mate. That's a real nice one, that. Oh, that's tough. It is Real Madrid. It is Real Madrid, Stefanos. Yeah, Liverpool got Real Madrid. Real Madrid, la. Oh, fucking hell, mate. It's going to be really hard work, la. Yes, it is. Get in there. Beautiful, man. By the way, folks, we've got 170 legends tuning in right now. Smash the like button. Let's see if we can get 100 likes on the stream. Do us a favor and give us a boost up on the YouTube algorithm. It's free, and it really helps the channel out. So please smash a like and get yourself subscribed if you're new. Tottenham have been drawn out the hat as well here. They are group winners themselves, so they will get an easier... Oh, they've got AC Milan. Ooh, that's a toughie, actually, for them. That's a toughie. So they were drawn second. I wasn't paying attention. Tottenham versus AC Milan, but, you know, they're all tough at this stage, I guess, but still not great. Eintracht Frankfurt coming out next. Yeah, Abbott Scousers says Connor Matthews, mate. They've been royally stitched up there, yeah. Liverpool probably win 2-1. Well, who knows? I don't know about this current Liverpool team. Maybe a year or two ago, you would say Liverpool probably the favourites for that game or that tie. I'm not so sure now, though, just with how melty they look. You know, how melty they look. It's definitely a tough game for them, though. I don't know, Arctic Jack. I think his future lies away from Man United, Donny van de Beek, personally. Maybe now. Okay, the next team out for the Champions League draw is Napoli. And that means they're going to face Eintracht Frankfurt. Sorry, Eintracht Frankfurt are already drawn. Eintracht Frankfurt versus SSC Napoli. Just a few more left to go then, guys. 2 more ties to draw. We have got Borussia Dortmund, who will be at home in the first leg, I guess. Okay, so it could be FC Porto or Chelsea. What's going on, Fat Chinese Gaming says, who did Man United get? So the Europa League draws on at 12. So this is the Champions League draw taking place right here real quick. And then it'll be back on in a little bit with the Europa League. So Chelsea, it's Chelsea who come out of the pot next. And that's a tough tie for both of them, really. Borussia Dortmund versus Chelsea. I mean, I just love to see it, guys. I mean, look, Chelsea should win that tie. But it's still a reasonably tough one. But the best one is that Liverpool got Real Madrid, guys. That's absolutely pucker, that is. Okay, which means that the last fixture is Inter Milan. Yeah. Oh, I see what you're saying, FCG. You're taking a piss, were you, lad? Taking a piss, were you, saying who've United drawn, knowing full well we're not in the Champions League draw, my son. PSG. Okay, I'm quite surprised they haven't ballsed this up. They usually balls it up, or they did last time anyway. They absolutely ballsed up. That's to have a redo. Do you remember that last time, guys? What an absolute farce that was. They had some discrepancy during the thing. They had to have a redo. It was an absolute shitter of a festival of show. This time, though, they haven't messed it up. Ooh, PSG versus Bayern München. Have some of that, French farmers. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, toughie for PSG, that one. Ooh, toughie for Bayern Munich as well, obviously. But no, that is a very nice set of fixtures right there, guys. The notable ones right there. AC Milan v Spurs. PSG versus Bayern München. Dortmund versus Chelsea. And of course, Liverpool versus Real Madrid, my friends. Get in there, my son. So, basically, Manchester City have got an absolute plum draw, though, against RB Leipzig. Other than that, they're pretty tough draws for some of these scummer teams. You hope Liverpool get it hard, my son, says Connor. Yeah, well, we'll see. I don't know who's going to really win that one, to be fair. It's a 50-50 game still. in Europe on European nights over the 2 legs and stuff. Liverpool not looking too good at the moment, but in Europe, they're a bit better, obviously. Very tasty draws, some very tasty draws. PSG versus Bayern München's a good one. Guys, what's the game out of those ties for the last of 16, the round of 16 draw there, the Champions League that you are looking forward to the most? We're not in the Champions League this season. We're in the Europa League, which is the draw's taking place soon. But which of those fixtures is the one that whets your appetite the most? I mean, that PSG Bayern game's a tasty encounter, isn't it? Yeah. Also, the Liverpool-Real Madrid game. I just want to see Liverpool get spanked. So that one as well. Those are the two I'm looking forward to the most. Yeah, that's right, Denzel Washington. He says, Real Madrid-Liverpool, just to see the Scummers get battered. Get in there, my son, absolutely. Okay, so hang on. Let me just see if I can just put that in the... Put something in the... Oh, that's old. That's old. That's the score. Hang on, let me just see if I can... Fuck it. Don't worry. I was going to do... Never mind. I've got the wrong background on, I've just realised. Good afternoon, Neil Duffin. What's going on, mate? Neil, can we just take a second and laugh at the Scousers, Neil Duffin? They've just drawn Real Madrid in the Champions League, my son. It's a very tough tie for them in the round of 16. Get in there, my son. I hope you're doing well today, Neil Duffin. Anyway, bro. Yeah, true, Sim. He says, City have just ordered a few million brown envelopes. You're right about that, bud. Although, really, would they order a few million brown envelopes or just a few and then put millions of notes inside of that? Didn't think that one through, did you there, bud? But, no, you're right, though. It sounds dodgy, doesn't it? You got a piss-easy draw, man. It's a disgrace and a nonsense. Okay, let's get some laughy faces in there for those scummers. Liverpool, who I've got to play Real Madrid in the next round. Hey, Gaming Sim, what's going on? Welcome in, you legend, as well. It's the Simpinator. He says, bring on Barca. Yeah, well, I mean, we'll see who we get soon. I think I would like to see us get somebody a bit weaker, but Barca are not a great Barca side at the moment, so you've got to beat them all to get to the final, don't you, guys? I don't know. I mean, maybe we'd play better if we play a better team, a bigger name team. Maybe the team will get more up for it. Seems like these players play down to whoever we're playing against. Maybe we bottle it, go in there with some BS expectations against some of the lesser teams anyway. Maybe it doesn't hurt to go up against a big team like Barcelona. Maybe it guarantees that you have to turn up and put in your best performance, because look at that display yesterday. It was shite. Oh. But anyway, yeah, so who would you like to see us get in the next round, folks? There's some notable teams in there. Who's in the next round? It's, Sporting. There's also, so Sporting are in it still. I can't remember now. I'm gonna have to get the teams up, but there's quite a lot of easy teams that we could get. There's a few anyway. Most of them are decent, but the fact is there's 8 teams that dropped out of the Champions League, which are going to be facing, some teams in the next qualifying round. So essentially what's happened is Manchester United have got an extra round of games here that we have to play in February, right? Which is absolutely gash anyway. But there's 8 teams we can go up against. So Shakhtar, now we need to get Shakhtar on the next thing we've beaten, prove to the fans we can, says Benjamin Pessima. Yeah, Man United Barcelona would be a great encounter though. Like, I think that's what I guess like the broadcasters want, and maybe a lot of the neutrals, a lot of fans want, would be that one. But it's not necessarily the one I want, just because it's a tough game, isn't it? But you've got to beat them all anyway if you want to win it. Do you want to play Arsenal in the next round, says Fat Chinese Gaming? Okay, so the round, I don't know when's the soonest we can play Arsenal. So pretty sure that the next round we cannot draw. Well, for a start, we can't draw Arsenal because we've got to do some extra bullshit qualification gash. Well, not qualification gash, but this little encounter with these Champions League belts, knockout standard. But also we can't draw them because, well, they're from the same league as us anyway. So you can't draw a team from the same league as you, or some shite like that, guys. Pretty sure that's the case in this round. So you think we'll draw Ajax? Oh yeah, Ajax are one of the teams that are in it. Juventus, says Yannick Victorin. Also not one Arsenal because they're shit conference pub team, says Neil Duffin. There you go as well. There you go. We don't want to play down to those mounts. We smashed them up this season. You'd rather see United Barca at the final. Me too, Daredevil, yeah. Knowing our luck, we'll get Seville or Barca, says Malps. You think we'll draw Ajax as pricey? Yeah, like think Ajax faces United, says Kerfuffles. Well, Ajax would be a good one for us to get right now. Ten Hag knows literally all about Ajax, doesn't he? Plus, this isn't a great Ajax team compared to when Ten Hag was there previously. I mean, I haven't been following it as closely, obviously, but I don't think they've been doing as well, Ajax. So, Ten Hag, obviously, they dominated their group stage last season, beating really good teams, and this season not so much. So, definitely think that Ajax would be a good draw for us at the moment. I think that'd be a good draw for us right now. We should smash Ajax up. United v Ajax, sounds good, doesn't it, Hilton, Jonga? Yep. First class gamer getting in raw. What's up, lad? He says Rangers would be good. Rangers. We shouldn't fear anyone even when we are not great ourselves. Shouldn't even be in this competition as this gaming sim. Yeah, that's true. I mean, that's true. This is a shithouse competition. Mickey Mouse second-rate guff. You're right about that. We should not be afraid of anybody. But still, though, I mean, it just stands to reason, doesn't it? You want to try and have the safest passage to the final. Just the easiest run of it. Of course you do, but, we still got to beat these twats. If we get drawn against Barca, bring them on. Guys, we're 9 likes off of 100 likes. We got 327 legends watching. That's good. But we can do better than that, my friends. Bacon Brigade, assemble! And smash the likes and hit the subscribe button if you're new to the show as well, guys. Get yourself in there raw. The draw is at 12 there versus, yeah. So the Champions League draw has just taken place. I think it's, the Europa League draws on in 30 minutes, guys. So we're just going to chat and hang out until then. We've seen the Champions League draw, which just taken place, and obviously there's some big ties in there. One of the most notable being, of course, Bayern Munich versus PSG. And also Real Madrid versus Liverpool. So feeling pretty good about the Champions League draw. Not that we're in it. I don't care. But pretty good, interesting set of fixtures in the next round of the Champions League anyway. We should win Europa League. Then we won't even have to worry about getting top 4. Yeah, true, Rox. I mean, what I'd like to see Man United achieve this season is, if possible, yes, we'd like to win the Europa League. It's tough to win the Europa League, even if it's the Mickey Mouse Cup, just because it's a knockout tournament and individual games can just not go your way, can they? Plus, this current United side, we don't seem to have huge consistency. And so winning it, I'm not even really thinking about winning it. I want to win it. I think we can win it, but I'm not even thinking about winning it. We need to qualify in the Champions League in the league. That's what I think. We need to get top 4. Even if we just get 4th place, qualification for the Champions League is our goal this season. That's realistic in Ten Hag's first season. We shouldn't be asking for too much. Winning a European trophy, that's asking for a lot in Ten Hag's first season, but qualifying for the Champions League is a minimum, whether that's via a European trophy or whether it's via domestic qualification. That should be the bare minimum, really. So I feel you, though. It'll be nice to win it. Old Dirty Benjo getting in here raw, lad, with a hashtag 25-month member emoji. Guys, get a hashtag 25 in there for Old Dirty Benjo. That's over 2 years. Thank you for supporting this channel all this time, you absolute legend. 2 years a member of the Bacon Brigade. Let's go, guys. He says, Piggo, it's a little early for you, isn't it? Mate, it is, yeah. Can you tell? It is a bit early. Well, I've actually just stayed up all night, to be honest with you guys. So, there you go. I'm going to sleep soon after this. I just stayed up all night. What time did I finish my FIFA stream? I don't know, like 3 a.m. I've just been up since then, guys. So, on here to do this stream, see the draw at 12, and then we'll go to bed. Benjamin says, just had a look at the teams that could get in dream scenarios, Salzburg or Donetsk for an easy ride to the next round. Yeah, fair. But I don't know if we want Donetsk right now. Not right now, though, right? Do you know what I mean? Oh, Dirty Benjo. It's a little early for you, isn't it? Says Old Dirty Benjo. I read that, didn't I? Thank you, Old Dirty Benjo, for getting in here raw, lad. I've been a member all that time. We got a few new subscribers to the channel. Jacob Evans, thanks for hitting the subscribe button, Jacob. Pico Men, thanks for hitting the subscribe button. And Versus as well, thank you for hitting the subscribe button and getting in here raw, son. Dale says, what you get up to, Pig, to be in an all-night and no sleep at 11:30 a.m.? I mean, I'm just, my body clock's pretty late night anyway, bro. To be fair, I mean, I am on a different schedule to most people, guys. So this is staying up late, but it's not staying up obscenely late. I'm usually going to bed at like 7 a.m. So, like that's the usual, routine for me, guys. Yeah. Nice. Milan, Tottenham. Yeah, that's an interesting one as well, Pico, man. Do you think Spurs will get far? How far do you think they'll get, guys? I think they might get past Milan, but I don't see them getting any further than the last 8. So the quarterfinals, I think they'll bottom out the quarterfinals, Spurs. Let's play this game, actually. Let's just go through this and see where you guys think that the English teams are going to finish then in the Champions League. I do think Spurs will bottom it in the quarterfinals. Maybe they get past Milan. What do you reckon? Spurs getting KO'd by AC, says T-Mill. Yeah, Dale says Spurs won't do nothing. Yes, exactly. Gaming Sim says they will Spurs it up as always. Yeah, maybe they won't get past Milan either, Rocks debate. Yeah, it's true. Spurs will self-destruct versus Milan. I hope you're right. But I think they've got enough quality about them. You know, Son, Kane and these guys. They have got a good team. Then again, Conte, let's face it, they're inconsistent. Just as always. And they've got that bottle ability about them. They have got huge supreme bottle ability on any given day. Yeah, Nicky Raffy says we got paired against PSG. Vamos, let's go. Interesting, mate. Vamos, Bayern. Yeah, fair play to you. Very good tie, that one. Dansky says Spurs, Kane will get his pen. Yeah, Spurs, Kane will get his pen, man. Absolutely. James McGarry says there's more chance of me going 29 chance than Man United winning Europa Cup. Okay, so we've done Spurs, right? Where do you think Liverpool will finish in the Champions League now? So I actually probably, based on what they're doing at the moment, who knows? It's knockout football. They could obviously get the job done against Real Madrid. But Liverpool, I think Liverpool are probably going to finish in this round. The round of 16. They're going to get knocked the fuck out by Real Madrid, guys. That's what I'm calling. So I'm going to say the round of 16. Exactly. Purpose is out against Real. Round of 16, says Connor. I think round of 16 as well, guys. Oh, Matty Gwinnett, thank you so much, Matty Gwinnett, for getting in with a £10 super sticker. Man, thank you so much for the super pair. That's awesome, Matty Gwinnett. Look at that. It's a super pair floating through the universe, my friend. Ready to save somebody's day. Thank you, Matt Gwinnett. You're a legend. Guys, can we just get a Sue emoji in there for Matt Gwinnett? That's very kind of you, my friend. Thank you so much for getting in here with a super sticker of support there. Matt Gwinnett, you legend. Appreciate it, bro. Nice one. Let's get some Sues in there for Matty Gwinnett. Madrid look better at the moment, says Dansky. Based on now they're out against Madrid, says Kingslayer. Conte always gashes it mid-season, says Roxy Beck. No, ain't no offensive coach. That's true, yeah. 6-0 Madrid, a la Real, says Connor. Mbappe, Pal's going to cry, says Nicky Raffy. Purba says Kerfuffles, yeah. Real Madrid will smash them, says Dale Walker. City will be the flag bearers for the Prem, says Berber. Yeah, so, okay, so a lot of us think that Liverpool probably get knocked out next round. Who else is there then? So Chelsea, right? Chelsea, guys. Chelsea. Who have Chelsea got again? I've already forgotten. Dortmund, right? Yeah. They've got Borussia Dortmund. So, I think they'll get past Borussia Dortmund. Yeah, I do think they'll get past Borussia Dortmund. I'm going to say... I mean, Potter doesn't have any European experience, does he? That's important. He might have done well with Brighton and the Premier League, great foundations there and stuff, but he's only just got in there. I mean, maybe the semi-finals. Maybe they could get to the quarters, the semis. Maybe the semis for Chelsea Gummers, guys. That's what we're going to go with. Chelsea out in the round after Dortmund. Yeah, maybe so. So the quarterfinals. Potter has a potty, says Mark Harris. Time to put a cheeky bet on Dortmund, says Dansky. Interesting.
Get in there,
Dale comments, Liverpool ain't looking like a winning side with their performance this season whatsoever. Liver shit. Good shout, Dale Walker. That's absolutely Poodoo Magoo. It's great to see, isn't it? Let's get some Poodoo Magoo emojis in there for Liverpool, guys. Because it is fucking great to see them stumbling and stuttering. To be fair, United have bottled it now, guys. We could have had a proper right laugh at the Scousers. If we'd have won yesterday, we could have had a right laugh at them. But now it's like the gap's not that big, man. We are melting. Julian Francis, thanks for subscribing to the channel. Bereda Alamehu as well, and JCFPER. Thank you for subscribing to the channel, guys. Welcome in, welcome in. If you guys are new, do what those guys have done and subscribe. Kimmich going to pocket those gash PSG shitters, says Nick. We need reinforcements in January, says Tim Scoble. So Man United, from my point of view, we should go and get someone like Cody Gakpo because, well, it just frees us up in different areas at the top of the pitch there, doesn't it? If you get Gakpo, he can come in and play left wing. Sancho's looked uncomfortable left wing when he's played there. Maybe it frees Sancho up to play right wing, which is his best position, arguably, where he's playing at Dortmund and stuff like that previously. Then it also gives you competition for places. Marcus Rashford maybe can be utilised more so as a striker. We don't know what's going on with Ronaldo. So I think even though Gakpo's not a striker and he's a winger, he could definitely a goal scorer. He's definitely a goal scorer and he gives you options. But he would definitely improve the depth. So if I could choose one player at the moment who's realistic, it would be either him or Ivan Toney. I think Ivan Toney would also be a very good signing for us just to bloody get some goals. We need some bloody goals in the Premier League, right? And he has got some proven Premier League experience, obviously doing well for Brentford. And if Man United could sign him for a reasonable price, that would be a good signing too. So one of those sorts of guys. Look, we would love to go out there and sign huge money players like Osimhen or whoever it may be, but I think you've got to look at some of these more realistic acquisitions in January if it's possible at all. So if you could sign one realistic player in January for Man United, everybody, who would you like to see come in? What's going on, Ruble 2009? How are you this morning, mate? Welcome in, lad. And that goes for everybody as well. Welcome in here. Sorry if I missed any of you. Sammy C says, thoughts on bringing back Greenwood at right wing? It's not going to happen, mate. I think even if he's found to be innocent or whatever in all of this, it's just a PR disaster. And I don't know if it's just hard to recover from that sort of, it's just fuck Mason Greenwood anyway, bro. You know what I mean? Like, we got Manchester United. We don't want to be associated with that shite, guys. I mean, if we'll have to wait and see what happens first. But James Madison says, Connor Matthews, you what? Madison from Leicester? Well, fair enough. But for Jan, Tony says T-Mill. Yeah, see, I'm thinking get Danny Welbeck, says Xavi El Moco. For January, though, we've got to be realistic with who we could possibly get in January. Like, there's not that many teams are going to want to lose their players in January. You're going to have to pay a ridiculous premium, particularly to other Premier League teams, which is why I think getting something like maybe Cody Gakpo from PSV, we've got agent Ruud van Nistelrooy just chilling over there, ready to do us a deal, and he probably wants to leave for a bigger opportunity if it comes a knock-in. They can get a bit of a premium out of it in January as well. It just suits all parties, but it's not crazy money that we'd be paying. Ivan Toney and Mitrovic, Timothy Robert, and Glenn McEnroe. I think Mitrovic would be a great option, mate. Honestly, if what we need is some extra goals, he provides goals, and he does well in what is essentially a much weaker team than Manchester United. If he was the focal point of Manchester United's attack, then he would probably score a lot of goals for us, in all fairness, because you would just expect, well, I say that, we're playing shite at the moment, but you know what I mean? Like, we were a stronger team with a stronger set of players. We should create more chances than Fulham in the Prem. Savage midfielder says, YRZ. Yeah. Bubba says anything that keeps Rashford and McTominay out the starting 11. I feel you. We don't need a striker. We need someone to provide a risk service for a striker. No English shit players. We've had enough, says Mark Nurse. Well, fair enough. We need somebody to provide service. So, okay. I think you're right, because if you look at, I mean, I definitely think we need a striker, to be fair. But if you are looking at yesterday's game, for instance, right, so we had nothing coming from the wide areas, a lot of bad crosses, bit of headless chicken action going on down the wide areas. Plus, through the middle, there was nothing because, well, Ericsson had a bad game. He's usually very good for us. But in the hole, we had Donny van der Bleek, and he was absolutely gastastic. And unfortunately, without Bruno Fernandes, I think it actually highlights just how good of a player Bruno is for us. Because without him, we really are struggling, aren't we? And it's a depth issue at Manchester United. So Ten Hag, if he's got everybody fit, the starting 11 is probably quite good at Manchester United. We've seen that in a little spell recently. If Martinez and Varane are a partnership at the back, and if Bruno's fit, and everybody's fit, Martial and Rashford, and everybody's fit, we've actually got a decent set of players. We've got a decent starting 11. But as soon as there's a few injury issues, especially in key areas, we're fucked, aren't we, guys? We've got nobody to come in and suitably replace Raphael Varane. Don't say Lindelof, don't say Maguire. They're absolute memes. They're shite. We don't have that. We also have got a ropey midfield. Let's face it, guys. If you're not going with Casemiro and Ericsson, you've got to go with bloody Fred or McTominay. It's a shitter of an area. So really, that position needs strengthening as well. And then in the whole as well, if Bruno Fernandes isn't 100% fit or if isn't available for whatever reason, we're going to Donny van der Bench. Is that really the best thing to do? It just doesn't quite... It's not enough, is it? It's not enough. Look at all the depth and quality of other teams like Manchester City. It's just, we haven't got the quality and depth in quality and depth like they do. The winger positions as well. Anthony Elanga just isn't a good enough sort of deputy at the moment. He might be in the future. He's a young lad, but he's looked shite this season. And then, you know, it's just like 1 or 2 injuries away. If Bruno's out, if Eriksen's out, or Casemiro was out or something, or Varane's out, we're absolutely screwed. We don't have enough strength in depth. So that's what we need to do. We definitely need to get a few players in over the course of the next couple of transfer windows. Get Victor Osimhen, says FCG. Crikey, we got a bunch of new subscribers here, guys. We got Amu Boy, Thomas Morris, Sammy C, Haj Magada, Official Mamiko, Kurt Esp, and Jonah Karagama. Thank you guys for hitting the subscribe button. Sue! Appreciate you subscribing to the channel, guys. Nice one. If you guys are new, do what those guys have done. And also smash the like button on it if you are just getting in the stream and help us boost up there on the algorithm. Yeah, Garnacho must start. I think Garnacho's had a good few games. He had moments even in the Villa game that looked quite good. He didn't have a great game. Nobody really did. But he looked okay at times. He did well, and he's only 18. He's definitely impressing. But, you know, we need more depth, don't we? I do like the idea of bringing in Gakpo because he's scoring goals, just a bit more depth and coverage up there. Plus, we don't know what's going on with Cristiano Ronaldo. To be fair, if Cristiano Ronaldo does go in January, which is a possibility because he's not happy. He wants to go play Champions League football anyway. If there was a suitable club that came in for him, he would probably go. Would he be cup tied this season, guys? Like European cup tied? Because he's played in Europa or not? Because it's not the same European competition. Is that right? Let us know. Because back in the day, you'd have been cup tied if you started one Champions League registration season within one team and then moved. But nowadays, I don't think, not cup tied. Nowadays, I'm not so sure. And if it's Europa League, he's not cup tied. That's cool then. So, well, there you go then. So if there was a Champions League side that was interested in him in January and interested in just paying a few million quid for him, and Ronaldo says, yeah, I want to go, then he's probably gone. And that means we've got somebody to go and buy. We have to go and buy a goal scorer then. And we would go and buy a goal scorer even if the Glazers shithouses, hashtag Glazers out, my friends. Even if the Glazers shithouses don't want to buy anybody, well, they've just freed up £500,000 a week by letting Ronaldo go. So that's 24 million. You do the math, guys. That's 24 million a year. 24 million pounds a year. So they can justify going to use that and, you know, putting it towards spending the money on another player, of course, to bring in January. We'd have to do that for a start. The only way we would sign a striker, I think, is maybe if that happens. But really, we should be getting some sort of forward player in January to add to our players. Johnny Gallagher says Burby was one of our best players. Who's that then, Johnny Gals? Donny isn't good enough. The kid trains with Messi for his country and sells 7 every day at Carrington. The kid's got the best. Oh, Garnacho. Yeah. Oh, yeah, no, you're absolutely right. Like, he has absolutely got a great foundation to build upon, hasn't he? You're right. He's just got a great future set ahead of him. As long as he just keeps his head down, works hard, he's on the right path already to be an absolute beast. You don't believe Ronaldo will sell only Sporting? Maybe so, Worsley. Yes, a good shout, lad. Glazers are out, we are United. Glazers die, we are 58. By the way, guys, if you want to get your Glazers out merch, just put an exclamation mark merch in the live chat and that'll bring up the website, flyingpigclothing.com, and you can order yourself a Glazers out t-shirt. This is actually not like this. It's actually green and gold, guys. So just in case you wondered, because it looks weird because of the green screen. But let me just turn the green screen off for a second so you can actually see what it's like. That's what it looks like. Hashtag Glazers out, my friends. So you can go and get this. They're $11.99 on my website, flyingpigclothing.com. Nice one. Okay, anyway. So, oh, yeah, that's the one. There it is. Check out the merch. There it is in the live chat. Thank you, guys. Okay, so anyway. So, yes, if the Glazer shithouses want to try and get us top 4 this season, I think we do have to spend in January. I don't think it's a case of if. I think we absolutely have to because, yeah, we've got just a few concerns. Look at the game the other day. Against Sociedad, when we're towards the end of the game, we're desperate for a goal. And he's only gone and brought on Slabby Maguire. We haven't got a suitable forward to bring on, in his opinion anyway, to influence the game, try and score a goal. So he's put on a human brick in Slabby Maguire. So pretty ridiculous scenes. I think it's important for us to go and get a forward player. Maybe that's a statement by Ten Hag. But certainly we don't have the player up there that we need. Thank you very much for the super chat here, by the way, Nick. He says, imagine Man United had our Joshua Kimmich. Oh, it would be lovely, to be fair there, Nick Rathy. Yeah. I mean, it'd be absolutely lovely. We just need to... That is one of the weakest positions we've had for the last couple of years, is the midfield. Casemiro's come in, and he's been doing great stuff last few games. I think he's really going to make us have a good, solid base. But we also do need another midfielder to go alongside him. And Eriksen, in my opinion, has always been a player that's better a little bit forward, perhaps playing in the role that Bruno plays in. Eriksen's done a very good job for us, though, playing deeper this season in general. Not yesterday or last couple of games, but in general. But it's not his best position, is it? I think we could do with just an all-round great box-to-box midfielder beast. Nick Raffy, thank you for getting in here, raw son, with your super chat. And let's get some Sues in there for him. Junior to Gamala, thank you for subscribing. And Al Katiri as well. Thank you guys for hitting that subscribe button. Nice one. You prefer David Alaba? Well, he's a great player as well, FCG. I would have loved to have had him at United a long time ago. Fari says Man United buy Mbappe. Oh, Nick Raffy, thank you so much for becoming a member of the channel, guys. Get your favourite member emoji in there. All the channel members, welcome in, Nick. Thank you, Nick, for becoming a member and subscribing. Get in there, my son, and being a member. You're a legend, Nick. Thank you for supporting the show. We got a new member to Bacon Brigade, everyone. Get in there. Nick, welcome in, lad. Eriksen next to Casemiro exposes the team too much, says Kingslayer. Yeah, well, I would like to have somebody, you know, a bit more physical, perhaps, alongside Casemiro. Casemiro is physical, but then again, you want somebody who's very technical at the same time. Like, that's one thing that Christian Eriksen's very good at, is his technical play, his vision, his passing. Not yesterday. He was absolutely bang average, to be fair. But in general, he is a great technician. So you want to have a balance. You don't want to have, you know, two players that are too similar. But I think that we would want somebody who's a bit more physical in the midfield, but is also a technical player. You know, so that would be nice. I mean, there's a few players that stand out to me. Jude Bellingham, I think, would be lovely signing. I would love to see Jude Bellingham. I mean, Declan Rice, what a player he is as well. Bit more defensive mind, obviously, but, you know, in terms of, like, good players who are physical and bit more technical, I like them, you know. It's just they're too expensive and we're probably not going to be able to get them. That's reality. Anyway, Matty Gwynner, thank you for getting in here with a super chat here, my son. And thank you for all the emojis there for the new members and stuff like that, guys. Nick's new member there. We got a new emoji there. First class gamer, Marky Harris getting in there raw. Matty Gwinnett, thanks for the £5 super chat again. Matt Gwinnett doing all sorts of bits there. Let's get a hashtag Gwinnett in there. He comments and says, I've got insider reports saying the Glazers are going to buy Dividendo for record fee in Jan. Hashtag Glavers out. Dividendo. Oh my God. Dividendo. Interesting, mate. I see what you did there. Matty Gwynner, thank you so much. That's it. They're always taking dividends out of the club, mate. They're a fucking disgrace and a nonsense. So, yeah, Glazers out. Hashtag Glazers out. Let's get those hashtag Glazers out in the live chat, guys. Big time. Thank you, Matty Gwynner. Dividendo. Oh, Kimmich just suits you, isn't it? Vision, passing, physical, and crazy corner take. Oh, yeah, no, definitely. But again, he's not going to come to us. Or we won't be able to convince them to sell him to us. Yes, that's right, First Class Gamer, doing a Q&A to a draw, absolutely. So just reading out a bunch of everyone's comments. Do get your thoughts and opinions in about, well, anything you want to discuss for the next 10 minutes, guys. The draw is on at 12 o'clock, so we'll find out soon enough who Manchester United have got in the Europa League knockout round next. We've just seen the draw for the Champions League as well, so get your reaction in there. They run it as a branding opportunity. Precisely, Jonathan Kent. Yeah, it's just a big old milky teat for them to squeeze the cream out of, my friend. That's all it is for them. They care about nothing other than making cash. Glazers shithouses that's their focus, guys. So hashtag Glazers out, absolutely. Of course, we won't give our Josh to any club. No, you won't. No, you won't. But something like that would be very good for Man United. Somebody to just boss that midfield. We need a midfield boss. we don't really have a midfield boss right now. Casemiro's a great defensive player, but I'm talking about like somebody to really like just pass things around, but also has the ability to defend as well. And just boss it generally. We don't quite have that player right now. We've got a couple of players who are sort of either jack of all trades, master of none, like Fred, or jack shit of all trades, like Tomine, to be honest. You know, we've got nobody who's like a proper great box-to-box midfielder. Verretti's another one. Tim Scoble, yeah, very nice, very good, very nice. What's the Champions League draw? So custom spoons. So I can't remember all of them, but I can remember some of them here now. The main ones. Bayern Munich got drawn against PSG. Liverpool got drawn against Real Madrid. Get in. Still buzzing about that one. Also, Chelsea got drawn against Borussia Dortmund, and Manchester City bought their way to a tie against RB Leipzig with a cheeky little brown envelope, my son, filled with non-traceable notes. Apparently, allegedly. I'm not making it, apparently, allegedly. So, there you go. They got RB Leipzig. When does the raffle start, says Renault? It's coming out in 9 minutes, bud, as well. There's when you say raffle, you mean the draw, right? Yeah, it's 9 minutes from now, bud. Man United versus Barca, you think Nikolai Merchev, interesting. I don't want them. I want some like Ajax next round or one of the shitter teams. But if we get Barca, we get Barca. Hopefully Man City will get to the final and bottle it so that we can all laugh at them, says Fat Chinese Gaming. Now you're talking. So when we actually were talking a minute ago about the teams, we went through all the teams and we forgot to mention City, didn't we? So we've got to mention that Man City are, we said Liverpool going to bottle it against Real. Chelsea probably bottle it quarters or semis. Spurs will bottle it pretty soon as well, round of 16 or whatever, or the quarters. So we've said that. But City, where do you think City will finish in the Champions League then? I mean, I'm just going to hope that, yeah, what you said. I'm going to hope what you said, FCG, that they get to the final and lose. That's the best thing that could happen because they think that they're going to win it and they get beaten in the final. That's the best thing that could happen, I think. Hopefully they don't even get to the final, though. Let's go semi-finals for those City scummers. Hopefully they bottle it out the semi-final. Pep Guardiola seems to be, incapable of winning that tournament with any other team other than that Barcelona side he had back in the day. So he spent all this money, had all this time. They're a powerhouse in English football. They've dominated the last 4 years out of 5. Obviously a powerhouse in English football at the moment. Still can't get that Champions League trophy, though. Suck it, Pep! Semi-finals, says Tim Scoble. You think City will win it this year, says First Class. Connor says final winners. FCG says final and bottle it. Interesting. Final, says Kerfuffles. Barella would be nice there. Huxley Byrne at 81. Barella next to Casemiro. I like your style. Nick Rathy says, you saw the article about captaincy. Casemiro was third captain choice after Bruno and Slabo, but Cassie lacks English conversation due to language barrier, so Cristiano was captain. Interesting, yeah. I mean, it's a strange one. I guess there is. I don't really buy that. I mean, I think he's made Ronaldo the captain for a reason, for a statement, maybe to try and get a great performance out of Cristiano Ronaldo and get him fully invested. I don't know, because you could have just given the armband to De Gea. De Gea is one of the most deserving of captains, or just for one game while Bruno's banned. So I don't know about that, but I think it definitely backfired though, that didn't it? That decision. Steve Hall, what's going on? Says, but they're there. Yeah, love to see City beat on penalties by. Yeah, that would be nice as well. Napoli will win it, says Tony Collins. Think Pep will go if they win the Champions League. Probably Jonathan Kemp. Yeah, maybe he'll go if they don't win the Champions League this season. How many stabs at the cherries are going to get to actually win it? 30 minutes more. It's not actually. It's on in 6 minutes there, Hong. So we should know about it in 6 minutes, bud. Can we get to 200 likes on the stream before then? We're on 170 right now, so please do give it a cheeky little like spike. If you haven't done, help us get to 200 likes. Also, give it a share at the top of the live chat before the draw to get as few people in here. I'll just go over to Twitter now and shout out everyone who's given us a retweet. You can see it's pinned to the top of the live chat there. Please do give it a retweet on Twitter. We've had 2 retweets so far. That's from Ellie. Thank you very much to Ellie. Stephen Braun as well, getting in there raw with a retweet. Thank you guys so much for retweeting the stream. Go over there on Twitter. Give us a follow up. Give us a retweet if you want to help spread the word. 2 retweets. You what? I'm just joking. I'm just joking. That's awesome, guys. Thank you very much for retweeting. CR7 needs service. He isn't that Real Madrid winger anymore. You've got to pass him to take out performance from him. Yeah, true. But at the same time, you know, I agree. I was saying all day yesterday that he didn't get the service. It's not really his fault necessarily about that. But in order to play with Cristiano Ronaldo, in order to provide him that service, you have to play a certain way. You can't be such a pressing team from the front. And I think he doesn't really fit into Ten Hag's overall philosophy. And the team's being asked to do one thing one week, maybe lead in with like Rashid pressing from the front like a madman or something like that, or Martial if he was fit. And then they're going to, playing with Ronaldo, who's perhaps having to drop deeper a little bit. He's not as mobile. He doesn't have the same energy. He can't do it for 90 minutes, so he has to sort of stay more so, in the box on the last man as well, which is fine. But they're not adapting well between having to play with the different strikers and the different styles, it seems. And so when Ronaldo comes in, the team actually looks worse, even though he's a great player. It's like they're trying to accommodate him and then they're not doing a good job of it. It's not his fault, but it doesn't seem like he's improving the team when he's in it, does it? Bottom line, you can't drop a player that make him captain a few games later. What was that? Seriously, very weird, FCG. Yes, I'm with you on that one, actually. I'm totally with you on that one. I don't think Ronaldo should have got the armband after just 2 weeks or 3 weeks, whenever it was, after he's literally walked out early on a game, disrespected his teammates and all of that jazz. And then also you've banned him, or not banned him, but you've banned him from training for a few days, suspended him for a couple of games, or a game, sorry, that Chelsea game, suspended him for 1 game. And then next week he's captain. It is a bit of an odd one. That's a strange decision there by Erik ten Hag, I must admit. The retweets are going up now, says T-Mill. Oh, nice one, guys. We've got 6 retweets. Thank you to Trey's Way, Matty Gwynner, Mike Taplin as well. Mike Taplin, thank you very much for hitting that follow button as well. I'm going to give you a follow back there, my son. Appreciate you. And Marty J and everyone for hitting those retweets. Nice one, dudes. Cheers. Right, okay then. Anyway. Yeah, I don't think Ronaldo's finished at all. I think he's an absolutely insane player, but he just, he's getting on a bit, and it's not the right way. I don't know, he's not accommodated well into the team and Ten Hag's way of playing. Ronaldo must have made a commitment to the boss and the team, surely. Yeah, definitely, Jonathan. Definitely, he must have done. But still, though, just for a precedent, what if you're one of those players who doesn't think Ronaldo is that nice of a guy? I'm just saying, like I'm not. I think it seems like everyone would probably look up to Ronaldo. But what if you look at what he did the other day and you think, oh, that guy's a bit of a petulant knob. And then next week he's made the captain after doing something like that. It is a bit weird. It just undermines some of the professionalism that is required to be a footballer, I think. But there you go anyway. Callum Hayes, thanks for being a member for 5 months. You legend. Let's go. Let's get a hashtag 5 in there for Callum Hayes. Thank you, Callum. He comments absolutely nailed on that we get Barca. Hashtag bacon. Do you think, mate? I bet you we do as well, man. I bet you we get stitched up with Barca, man. I'm with you on that, Callum Hayes. I bet you we do. I want to get Ajax or somebody else, one of the shitter teams. What is it? Shakhtar. Who else is there? There's one other good plum drawer as well. One of those teams would be nice. But you're probably right. Probably end up getting Barca. Thank you for being a member for 5 months, by the way, man. I really appreciate you. Get some Phil Joneses in there for Callum Hayes. Mount says we're going to get a tough draw here. CR7 got on his knees for Ten Hag. Team America star for the captaincy, says Matty Gwyneth. Fucking hell. By the boys, says Jacob Griffin. Time to moving on from he's a legend, but time to retire. Okay, so I'm still in the camp that thinks that Cristiano Ronaldo is still good enough to play for most of the teams in world football. I honestly do think that. Maybe some people don't think that, but I just think that Manchester United right now, it's a very tough place to be. There's so many good teams in the English Premier League, and also stylistically, Ronaldo, we're not trying to play to a style that benefits or suits Ronaldo. He's not getting fed in loads of balls all the time in the box. He's, it's not favourable for Ronaldo. But if Ronaldo was playing for another top team, and they did maybe accommodate him better in the team and play a certain style that actually favours his style of play, Come on, he's a clutch goat. He's a finisher. He's a heading beast. He's going to get those little pop shots in on the 6-yard box, and he's got the power and the ability still to get the half yard, get shots off. He's a fucking beast, man. He doesn't lost it overnight. It's just that this team is just misfiring, and he's also misfired this season, but the team's misfired. Combine the two together, you get an absolute shit show. But Ronaldo, still, he could walk into most teams in the world and score a shitload of goals. That's what I think. Yes or no? Do you agree with me, guys? That's the thing. A lot of people think he's finished now. Do you agree with me? Yes or no? Could he still get into most teams in the world? Yes or no? Do you think his day is done and it's just game over for him now? I don't think so. I think he's still got time, and I think he's still a great, great player. We're just not utilising him well. Yeah. Draw starts. Yep, the draw's on now, guys. The Europa League is about to start now, guys. The draw is on. Draw starts as Nikolai. No, says Kingslayer. No, because his wages too high, says First Class. 2 more seasons, says Jonathan. Of course, yes, says Nicky Rathy. Nah, he's definitely lost a big step, says Superstar. United rebuild from the kids, says Hong. Yes and no, says Kerfuffles. Need a striker that can take defenders on, not just tap-ins. I mean, he can still take defenders on, Dean Pendergrast, but he has lost a step. You know, he can still take defenders on, though. No, Messi is the GOAT, says Conor Matthews. Nah, bring that guy. Vlahovic, yeah, that'd be a good shout, Renault. Right, guys, First Class says I wouldn't want him at Arsenal. You wouldn't want Cristiano Ronaldo at Arsenal? Are you mental? Are you mental, my son? Come on. Cristiano the GOAT Ronaldo. He would make Arsenal Football Club, my friend. He would fucking make Arsenal Football Club, lad. Like, he literally has... How many Champions Leagues does Cristiano Ronaldo have? 5? That's 5 more than Arsenal. Anyway. No, fair enough. Okay, so he would never go to that shithouse club anyway. He would never go to that Mickey Mouse tiny little milk club. Right, the draw is about to take place here now, guys. You would take him at Arsenal, says Scott Dover. Ronaldo would be good short term. I wouldn't want him now. Well, fair enough. I mean, you know, fair enough. I mean, look, people are writing him off. I still think it's just a blip. It's happened to great players in their careers many a times where people have doubted them, people have written them off. It seems like a good time to write him off because he is playing badly. The team isn't playing great with him in it. And he's 37, nearly 38 now. So it does seem like a good time to say that he's finished. But honestly, just don't think he is. I don't think it works like that. How good was he last year? For both Portugal and United. How good was he? He was very good. That's the answer. Does he lose that straight away? Don't think so. I think he's not happy. I think there's turmoil issues. I think he's disgusted with playing the Europa League. I think he's not happy with Ten Hag's management of him personally, like how he's not just pandered to him, and he's a bit of an ego melt, isn't he? And he's realised that he's getting older now, and his ego's been damaged this season so far because he's realised that he's not as good as he used to be, and he is messing up. And I think he's just not very happy. Personally, I think if an offer did come in for Sporting in January, he'd snap their arm off. But we'll see. So that is a factor with it because he's not happy. I think Ronaldo sort of needs to be happy. Bellingham to United, what do you think? I'd love it there, Nick. Definitely love it. Barry says, I'm calling it Ronaldo manager for United after Ten Hag. He's too old and too slow, says Mike. Interesting. Well, players have adapted. Players have scored many goals late into their 30s. People like Zlatan Ibrahimovic or Teddy Sheringham or whoever. There's lots of good players who can play on until they're 40. So Raya's Ronaldo as a striker, if he just stays on the last man and stays in the box and it does that, okay, maybe you can't do that for one of the best teams in the world or one of the top teams anymore. But if you could definitely still do that for a very good team. Yeah, but, people are saying he's 37. Gabdog says the fella's 37. He is 37, but he's not actually 37, is he? He has the physiological age of a 30-year-old. So I'm older than Ronaldo, even though I'm younger than him. Blatantly. You know what I mean? Like, blatantly. So Ronaldo, he might be 37, but he's not really 37, is he? That's the way I look at him. Even if it's just a few years less than his actual physiological age. He's probably at most a 33-year-old. Do you know what I mean? You know what I mean, though, guys? He's just such a physical specimen who takes care of himself. He's not a 37-year-old. like that. Right, the draw is taking place now, guys. Road to Budapest. So remember, we are being drawn against. This is like a knockout round, an extra knockout round for finishing second in the group, and we're going to be facing one of the 8 teams that dropped out of the Champions League. So very good teams there, obviously, and tough one. Hey, we smashed 200 likes, by the way. Baby, we did it. Break out the red panties. It's red panty night. The live chat got us 200 likes, baby. 3 people died getting 200 likes. Thank you, everyone, for hitting that like button. Also, smash the subscribe if you're new, guys. We've got 500 legends in here. We're on our way to 67,200 subscribers. So we could get there during this show if you smash the subscribe. It's Pavel Nedved. Get in there, my son. Nedder's doing all sorts. Shit the bedved, Pavel Nedved. How have you not made some Flying Pig thongs yet? No, I haven't. Why would I do that? Yeah, there will be a special show at 69k subs, Callum Hayes, definitely. Super chat. True, Jonathan Gallagher. All you people are saying John Ronaldo are old. Guess what? Rashford isn't exactly good enough up front, or Martial. That's true. Jaden Capelline says Ronaldo's 37 big is more fit than Martial. Man's a beast. So true. Martial's injured all the time. You're so right. Mike, thank you so much, Mike. How have you been, lad? It's Mike from Australia, bro. Mike, I haven't seen you for a little bit. I hope you're keeping well, bud. He says, not at Premier League level, mate. He's no longer up to it. He's 37, mate. His lack of pace is starting to show. Opponents don't fear him anymore. Could not disagree more with you, Mike. I've got to be honest. He finished like right up there in the goal scoring charts just last season in the Premier League. So I do have to disagree more. I couldn't disagree more with you, Mike. But fair enough, lad. Fair play getting your opinion in. But I mean, when you say Premier League level, do you mean top upper echelon title challenging level? Because maybe, let's face it, is he up there, with the best strikers in the world right now? People like Haaland and people like that were scoring 18 bloody Premier League goals already and stuff like that. You've got to say at the moment this season that he's not. It doesn't look like he's the same. But who knows if he was the focal point of a team like that? Man United are kind of shite at the moment in general over the last however long. So, I don't know. I still think he's a boss, man. I still think he's a great player. I'm expecting him to just switch on at some point. I don't think you lose it overnight, guys. But hey, look, fair play to you, Mike. I hope you're doing great, by the way, you absolute legend, getting in a raw, son. Niels Olsen, what's up, Niels Olsen, as well? Welcome aboard the Bacon Express today. We haven't drawn anybody yet, Dale Walker. They're just chatting shite on the stage at the moment. But they will make the draw in about a minute's time. Oh, no worries, Dale. Yep, still no draw, but it's just literally about to be taking place now. They're just going over to the pots now and explaining the situation. Nick says Ronaldo plays ahead with Slabby and you expect it to be great. Yup, and play Rashford in his natural position, says Kafuffles. Hey there, Rocky for life. What's happening, Rocky for life? The Vootinator. Rashford has to have about 40 chances to score a goal. He needs a fair few chances there, Jonathan, but does it matter? If you're scoring goals and getting assists and being effective, does it matter? He's only just started doing that, though. Previously, he's been shite. Yeah, not too bad, Rocky for life, mate. Bit tired, but all good, man. Thanks for asking, dude. All good. João Felix to United next season, says Parmash Ishan. I mean, I think he's a great player, to be honest, but maybe not these days. But I wouldn't have him. He's a little bit older now, and I don't know. He's probably cost a lot of money as well, a lot of money. So he's a bit down my list. I wouldn't say no, but he's a bit down my list. Matty Gwinnett, thank you for the £2 super chat, my son. He says CR7 will find form again playing for another club, says Matty Gwinnett. Yeah, probably so. I mean, let's face it, the Premier League is the most competitive league in the world. You've got to respect him for going for the challenge last season and coming back. Okay, the $500,000 a week helps, and going back to a club that made him helps as well. But he still had a big challenge ahead of him, and he largely answered that challenge last season. This season, I don't think it could have gone much worse for him. But last season, he definitely did silence a lot of doubters, and he probably will have a lot of an easier time of it. Imagine if he was playing in the Farmers League with Lionel Messi. Could you imagine? God almighty, and they're getting the amount of service to him in a Farmers League, just peppering their boxers, and Ronaldo's in there. He's playing against a bunch of fucking combine harvester drivers. You know, he would smash in a shitload of goals, mate. Fair play to him for doing it in the Premier League and actually having the challenge to go and play in the toughest league. Right, okay, so the teams to be drawn are the UCL third-ranked teams which dropped out. Ajax, Leverkusen, Barcelona, Sporting, Salzburg, Shakhtar Donetsk, Sevilla and Juventus, guys, are all the teams that are dropping out of the Champions League and will be drawn against the teams that finished second in the groups for the Europa League. So here we go. The draw's about to get underway now, guys. Come on, let's get some good luck goat emoji in there. We want an easy draw. Call in the good luck goat and get some good luck vibes in there, my friends. Right, who are we going to draw? FC Barcelona first out, guys. Westy05 with your highlighted member comment says, I would love to see United draw Barca. Let's see. They could draw us right now. So Barcelona are first out, guys. Who are we going to get? I bet you it's Man United. Some people really want it. It's a Hollywood fixture. It's a Hollywood fixture, but okay. So all the balls now put into the Europa League group runners up. You had a dream we drew Juventus, Pablo. Okay, right. Barcelona are going to play. Manchester United, for fuck's sake. You just knew it. What a fix. It's a fucking fix, guys. Man United versus Barcelona, for fuck's sake, guys. What a shit show. It's a bloody fix, man. You just knew it, didn't you? That's the one that's going to make the most money for these bastards. Do you know what I mean? That's the one that's going to make all the money. Fucking tossers. It's an absolute disgrace. I know it's bloody rigged, man. Barcelona versus Man United. Come on, of all the ones it could have been. And it's Barcelona versus Manchester United. Come on. It's a bloody joke, mate. It's an absolute thing. No, we've got to smash them up anyway, don't we? We've got to smash all these teams up. But that's a bloody joke. Cannot believe that, says T-Mill. Fucking hell, says Pablo Jones. We'll smash them at Old Trafford, says Bart. Forza Pasta, says Roro. 1 in 8 chance, and it had to happen. I know, Alex. Glazers dividendo. Doesn't matter who we draw, we're going to win, says No Toes. We'll see. I mean, I don't know about that. I'm not so convinced. We've not exactly been amazing, have we? See, FC Nantes are one of the teams in it here. And they've got Juventus. So, FC Nantes getting Juventus. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, bloody hell. Out and out rigged, says Kerfuffles. We lose. I don't know. I think we could beat Barca. It's not like this Barca team's a good Barca team right now, is it? Okay, Sporting next out the hat. It's not like Barca are a good Barca team right now. We can beat them. But it's just one of the toughest. Well, it's the toughest one we could have got. So we can't be happy about our chances of progression. But still, the actual task at hand doesn't really change too much. You've got to beat all these teams to win the trophy at some point. So it's interesting. Barca are shit at the moment, says Jonathan Kemp. Exactly. They're not a great team. Guys, who do you think is going to win that one? United or Barca? So next team out of the hat then is FC Midfield. FC Sporting have got FC Midfield, by the way. It's just funny, isn't it? Like, it's just funny, like, there's teams like Barcelona and Manchester United being drawn against each other. And we've just seen fucking Michelin drawn out of the group, mate. FC Shakhtar Donetsk now. FC Shakhtar Donetsk. Who are they going to be drawn against then? Rigged, says Javier Moko. Lewandowski will be a handful, says John Anderson. Unless we show up to play, we will not beat Barca, says Susan. Barca won their last 3 games. Piggy says FCG. Yeah, but they shat it out of the Champions League, bud. Lots of people saying Barca are going to win, though. Interesting. Super let's just see what the rest of the draw is. By the way, Mike, thank you for another super chat. Stad Rene. Super chat. Right. I'm going to get a little poll on the go here, guys. Who progresses? Man United, Barcelona. Let's get a little poll on the go in the live chat, everybody. Let's ask the chat. Mike, thank you for your super chat, my friend. He says, let's hope we can show Frankie why he should play for us next season. Won't be easy, mate. Barca on top of La Liga. Ajax have just been drawn. Thank you, Mike. No, it won't be easy. It won't be easy, but they're definitely not a great Barcelona team right now. It's the toughest one we could have got. I mean, it's a 50-50 game, if you ask me. This isn't the great United side right now either. So it's a 50-50 game. It's a tough draw, that one, isn't it, Mike? Thank you for the super chat, you legend. Let's get in a sue in there for Mike. Thank you so much, pal. Man United, Hodge with a 5 Aussie Dozzy super chat. What is it with you Aussie legends getting in here raw? FC Union Berlin. God, there's some shite teams in this tournament, guys, isn't there? Ajax have drawn FC Union Berlin. Man United, Hodge, thanks for the super chat, bud. Let's get a sue in there for him too. He says, hey, brother, hope all is well with you and the draw is rigged. You can tell how they're picking them out. Maybe so, Man United, Hodge. I feel you. I've always got big concerns about this. Wouldn't be surprised if they've, just heated one of them up beforehand. He's like, hang on, or put one in the fridge, for 20 minutes beforehand. So he's just going around like, oh, that one's fucking ice cold. Let's pick that one. That's the one that's Man United. I'll pop that in the freezer myself. So that's Man United. Wouldn't fucking surprise me, bud. What date are they playing? So there's two legs to this tie, and it's in February. I think it's February the 6th, and there's the game the week later, somewhere around there. Forgive me. I think it's maybe the 6th of Feb. Berber, we got Barcelona, Berber, yeah. You'll be loving it. We got Barca, mate. It's an absolute shambles, isn't it? Lewandowski versus Martinez is going to be fun. Ellie says cauliflower's fluffy and cabbage is green. Strawberry sweeter than any I've seen. That's very nice. What's that from? Is Ronaldo gone by then? Says Bankos. Maybe, yeah, maybe. Yep, second leg in February. So February 14th, says Barry McDonald. UEFA are corrupt. Indeed, Bradley, yeah, if they want to try and, I don't know, get the most eyes on their product or make the most money out of the next round, having a tie like Manchester United, Barcelona, it's definitely going to do that for them. So I think it's probably a gash fix as well, lad. Who's picking them out? You've just got a bunch of melts picking them out, mate. Bunch of fucking melts picking them out, lad. So you got that Marchetti guy, who's like the head of, whatever he is. And then a couple of melts, mate. Who are these guys picking them out, man? You know what I mean? Don't you remember singing it in assembly at school, says Eddie? I don't actually, to be honest. I remember singing, he's got the whole wide world in his hands. I'd always get the worst draw, says Paula. Lord Maguire will get us through, says Ting Scoble. Union Berlin win the German league. I'm buying a kit, says Sean Day. The balls were dropped in. The guy didn't take his eyes off our ball. Pots are see-through, says Malch. Yeah, that's true. I know, yeah. What a dirtbag. But how does he know what's inside the balls, though? But I guess he could have just been keeping his eye on it, and he knew what was inside it before. But who knows? It does look like a fix. But we got Barca versus United, Juventus versus Nantes, Sporting versus Michelin, Shakhtar versus Stade Rennais, AFC Ajax versus Union Berlin, Bayer Leverkusen. Oh, bollocks, it's gone off the screen. But the toughest tie by far, the tie of death in the next round, in this knockout round, is it's definitely Man United Barca. That's a tough one, guys. Oh, my goodness. So look at the live chat, everybody. Look at the live chat. We've had quite a lot of votes, 189 votes. And the live chat is 50-50 right now in the poll. Check that poll out, guys. Who progresses, Man United or Barca? It's literally 50-50. So a lot of people think Barca will win that game. And actually, I think that percentage that is in that poll right now is probably the right percentage for the chances of either team winning. It is a 50-50 game, this one, isn't it? Proper 50-50 game of football right now. Yes, Barca are doing a bit better in La Liga, but they've shat it in Europe. It's not a great Barca side right now. And Man United, the same. Let's be honest. It's a rebuild job for Ten Hag. So it's a 50-50 game, and I think that's about right. So fixed, says Avonaco for. Smash a 1 if you reckon that was fixed, guys. Barca won't be happy about drawing United either. No, they won't, Matty Gwinnett. You're right, yeah. Won't be easy, Pig, but fancy us to progress. Go on, Bradley. Play Harry Maguire up front versus Barca, says Jonathan. Go on, Luis Velez. Dean Prendergast says, I just don't have the belief that United will beat Barca. They will bottle it like usual after the result of Villa. Maybe. I mean, thing is, we have got some decent scouts this season. We've beaten some top teams this season, haven't we? On the day. So you never know. It can happen on the day, but yeah, fair enough. If we play like anything like that, we'll get battered. Berber says, this isn't the Barca as old with Messi running rings around people. Even back then, we have them again. We are smashing the Catalan melts. Go on, Berber. Love it, lad. Go on. David Watkins says 1. Sukranash Pasha says 1. Jonathan says 1. Yvonne and Nick and Sophia Key and Jacob Griffin all thinks it was a bit fishy. Fair play, man. I do too. By the way, we just hit 250 likes, everyone. Amazing amount of likes we've smashed on this video today. Thank you, everyone, for dropping that thumbs up button. Please do smash the shit out of that like button as well if you haven't done for whatever reason. And hit the subscribe too if you're new for the first time here. We cover all the latest Man United news. We also cover big football news. We also are going to be covering all the World Cup games and all the whole World Cup tournament. So get yourself subscribed to the channel. It's free to subscribe and show your support by dropping a like. Right, let's get into the live chat. I'm going to have a Q&A for 10 minutes, guys, until like half 12. Let's have a bit of a Q&A, see what you legends got to say for yourself and your reaction to that draw. Yeah, you're claiming fraud, are you, Madhouse? Simon Warner thinks it's a draw. Why would they fix as FCG? I think for money, FCG. Or maybe to guarantee that one of the bigger teams doesn't, maybe to make it harder for United. Maybe, I don't know. But I think from a financial point of view, there's definite interests in having a tie like that in the next round. Think about it. That tie, that round of ties there, all of those games were boring as hell, apart from the Man United Barca one. Nobody's going to tune into their shite unless there's a big interest in tie. It gets bookmakers taking bets. It gets, it's just massive hype, mate. Like so much more hype than any other game. So that's why I think it's dodgy because, well, it's just a money maker for UEFA, mate. UEFA, it's a money maker, guys. That's what they want. All the eyes on their product. They know what by getting a fixture like Man United versus Barca on there, that's going to do just that. But who knows? It's a bold claim. I'm not saying that has happened, but it's just a bit fishy, isn't it? True, says FCG. De Jong will fall in love with Old Trafford and beg for a move to United, says Kingslayer. His dad says he hates the weather, lad. You know what? Fuck De Jong anyway. Fair enough, if Ten Hag wants De Jong and Barca want to play ball this time and actually send him. I don't want it. It's not that I'm saying fuck De Jong. It's more like fuck Barca. I don't want to deal with Barcelona ever again. They're a shithouse club. And what they did to us last summer was, I don't even know what it was. It was basically, they blue balls us. They just blue balls us, guys. They turned us on, but they just left us hanging. Do you know what I mean? They never finished the job, guys. They blue balls us, metaphorically speaking here, in a transfer-related way. And that, my friends, is unacceptable with that whole De Jong situation. So I personally think we should never deal with those tosses again, man. Ever again. Oh, we got a super chat here from Matty Gwinnett again. Thank you very much, buddy. He says, Derby County to smash Liverpool on Wednesday. Fingers crossed. Go on, my son. I hope so, bud. Go on, Derby. We've got Aston Villa again in the Carabao Cup, so we've got to smash those melts up, get a bit of revenge. I'd have much rather have won the Premier League tie, obviously, but, we've got a chance for revenge there. Martinez banned for the first leg as well. Is he, Michael Taplin? Oh, bloody hell. Blue balls and hanging ding dong, says Sukunashao. Draw was so predictable, says Aqua. Yes, exactly, FCG. They turns us on and let us hang in. That's what I meant, FCG. Loser has to pay De Jong's wages, says Danny Slater. Oh, good one. That United schedule around these games in Feb doesn't look nice. Yeah, 5 games in 2 weeks. Horrible, Baker. I know, yeah. We've got a lot of games. We did not need this, because this is actually an extra round in the tournament this year. So it's an extra round that, like the winners from the Europa League, they're not in this round. the winners from the Europa League group, I mean, are not in this round, are they? This is a separate round, which features like an extra knockout round, which features the secondary teams that finish second in the group in the Europa League, and then the third place losers in the Champions League. And so it's the first time they've done it like this, I believe. So there's an extra knockout round, which means that there's just extra fixture congestion for us then. It's an absolute nightmare. Yep, going Villa and Fulham games. Can't even beat Villa, says Jonathan Gallagher. Simon Warner, thank you for getting in here with your super chat, Simon Warner. He says, we want to stuff Frankie for mucking us about. Yeah, but is it really Frankie, though? Or is it really Barca who messed us about more? I mean, okay. Yeah, Frankie de Jong, he didn't really, it's not like he ever said, oh yeah, I'm going to go to United. He basically just got his head down and never really said anything much other than just he didn't really say much, did he? So I don't really blame him that much. I just blame Barcelona for being a bunch of shithouses as well. Simon Warner. But then again, if it was down to him just wanting to stay, then again, they owed him a lot of money as well. So why would you leave if you're owed millions and millions of pounds and they're proposing a deal where you can move, but maybe you have to forego some of that money, though? Who knows what the deal was there? Why would he do that? So I don't know. I don't think we can necessarily blame him. I think Barca are the shithouses in this situation. Let's injure De Jong in that match, says Alda Franz. Am I going to Spain to watch it? Oh, Niels Olsen, my son! Dude, I really would love to go to the Nou Camp, mate. Dude, that's a fucking great idea, bud. I was thinking about going to San Sebastian for that Sociedad game. Glad I didn't in the end. No, I'm sure it'd have been all right, to be fair. It was actually not a bad game in the end, I suppose. But, yes, a good shout. I like your idea. That'd be a good one. Go and vlog it. That'd be a really good one to go and do, yeah. That'd be a very good idea. Tom, thank you everyone for the super chats they coming through, by the way. Raw, you going raw, man. Thank you, Simon Warner, for getting in here, bud, with a super chat. And thank you to Tom DG65 for getting in with a $4.99 super chat as well. Thank you, bud. He says, as a Yank and newbie to the English Premier League, I'd just like to say I don't know how you all put up with Arsenal and Chelsea. Pretentious gas bags. Great stuff, pig. Go United. Nice one, Tom GG. Dude, I don't know how we put up with those twat bags either, mate. Arsenal Holland's absolutely flapping their gums raw at the moment because they're sat top of the league for the first time in a bloody millennia, it seems. So disgrace and a nonsense. And Chelsea scum as well. They're just scum. Yeah, fair enough, Tom D. I feel you on that one. Thank you, brother. You went to the Nou Camp about 12 years ago. Amazing place. Nice, David Watkins. You'll join you. Good stuff, Banco's lad. Yeah, it would be amazing. Nou Camp 99. Get in there, Vooty lad. Expecting a happy ending, were you? This ain't that kind of massage parlor. Bastard to Man United, says Jonathan Kemp. The Nou Camp's falling apart. Careful, says Madhouse. Pretty impressive stadium. It was back in the day anyway, just capacity-wise. Is it still the stadium, the domestic club stadium with the highest capacity in European football or not? But it used to be, didn't it? We should win the game, says Adewale. Right, okay, so update on the poll, guys. We've had 443 votes. We can see that Man United, the live chat think that Man United will, well, 48% of the live chat, should I say, think that Man United will win. 52% saying Barcelona at the moment. Shout out to Cynthia Brown and shout out to Edgar Brown as well. And shout out to Nathan Harries. Absolutely. Shout out to all you guys. Welcome in. Hope you're having a great day. Hey, Ellie, have a great day. Thank you so much for getting in the stream today and moderating the chat and getting in here raw. Have a great day, Ellie. Catch you on the next one. Suck on Charles has been on United website for an hour now. What the fuck are tickets going on sale? Good question, Suck on Charles. Anybody know? When do the tickets go on sale for the Europa League game? I guess it's pretty sharpish. Pretty soon. They took 2 Champions Leagues away from us. FU Barca, say Aiden. I know they did. Yeah, very impressive. Probably the best club side we've ever come up against. You had a massage parlor for a neighbour and she used to give the happy ending, says No Toes. Bloody hell, No Toes. I should have read that one out first. Get something in my head, I mean. Get some sleep, mate. Thank you, Jonathan Kemp. Yes, I'm going to wind this down now. When we get to 300 likes... Smash the like button, guys. I'm just kidding. But thank you, everyone who has hit the like button and been here. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. We're on here daily with regular United news and watch-alongs and updates and all sorts of stuff going on. Like I say, we are going to be doing the World Cup as well. Plenty of World Cup content coming very soon. So Make sure you subscribe, click the bell icon for notifications, and get yourself involved. Nice one, Notos. Matty Gwyneth says De Jong, Donnarumma, the day he marks Luke Shaw. Oh, okay, gonna rue the day he marks. Yeah. Berber, mate, we lost against Villa, says Jonathan Gallagher. Okay, yeah, but it's just one game. Like, that's the thing, you can't judge us on one game. I mean, we smashed up Arsenal this season, and they're top of the league. So what does that say, Jonathan Gallagher? If you're using that logic, we lost to Villa, let's use the logic of we beat Arsenal, who are top of the league, or Liverpool even. So, it's about turning up on the day and wanting it more and putting in those shifts and performances, isn't it? How far do I think England will go, says FCG? Quarterfinals at most, I think, bud. What's this then? Joe Cole and Robin Van Persie on the telly. It's rigged, says VKD. Yeah, probably. True, mate, but we'll win the others, says Berber. It's a 3-year plan, says Madhouse. Don't care about the World Cup with a pig. Oh, hell yeah. Thank you, Kingsley. Yeah, we'll be going in there raw, my son, with all the watch-along for it. UEFA want the English teams out. United v Barca, Real the scum. Maybe, Andrew. Very tough ties for most English teams, apart from Man City, to be fair. Brentford, Brighton, Villa, Pig. Yeah, true, Jonathan Gallagher. You go through a season of Fergie's seasons, and you find me a season where he didn't have a bad result, mate. You can't do it, lad. Time for Southgate to go, says Kerfuffles. Even though Barca isn't performing top-notch, I'm still kind of afraid. Yeah, definitely it's the worst tie we could have got, mate. We have got a 50% chance of going out, definitely. England looking average, so sad. Slabby at the back, terrible, Jonathan Kemp, yeah. Thank you, Philip Chapman. I'm going to get myself off to bed now, my son, definitely. Superstars, it says we had a very good October and hadn't conceded in hours of open play. Villa's just a blip. The squad needs reinforcing, that's all. Fair play, Superstar. I like your style. Okay, fair enough. But what about that game before that, the West Ham game? Yeah, we didn't concede. But we could have easily, and De Gea saved us, and it wasn't a good display. The style, the actual performances haven't been that great. The results have been better, but I don't think the performance. We've got to do better, basically. Fair play to you, Kevin Kilban, my son. Simon Warner says we've been feeding on London clubs and spitting them out. Yeah, precisely. Suck on Charles. Going to bed. Have a good one, Danny Slater. Thank you, Jordan Griswold, for getting this. Wow, we got Barca and City getting an easy draw. I know, Jordan. They brown paper bagged it, lad. Losing the game is just part of the game. The only aspect of the game I didn't like was how toothless we were. Definitely no toes. Yeah, shocking. Yeah, that's right, Kerfuffles. Hoping they did it last year. Dortmund v Rangers, says Andrew Torrens. United will crush Barca, says Ivan Magic. Go on, my son. Barca going to tear United a new one, says Arsenal for life. All right, anyway, whatever. It's the tie of the round. We all knew that was coming. I think a lot of us could have predicted it. And we've got Barcelona, guys. It's a tough tie for Man United. Bring on the Catalans. We're going to smash them up. We're going to smash them up, guys. Thank you, Pablo Jones, Bradley MFC, Jonathan Gallagher, Wizzy Sam, Kerfuffles, Kevin Kilban, and everybody else as well. We are pretty much going to wrap this video up now then, I guess, guys. Yeah, let's wrap this video up, everybody. But thank you so much for being here. That is the latest in regards to the United Champions League draw and Europa League draw. Obviously, Europa League draw for United, but we covered the Champions League earlier as well. Just want to say thank you each and every one of you legends for being here. Like, subscribe, and comment on the video. Come back afterwards when it's finished and get your thoughts and opinions in about the tie, how far you think we're going to get in the Europa League, and anything else we discussed in this video. There will be tonight, Wizzy Samland. Yes, indeed. I'm going to have to go to bed now. I've been up all night, so I don't think there will be an afternoon FIFA stream, sadly, because I'll probably be asleep. But we'll see. We'll see. Nice one, Kerfuffles, FCG, Pablo Jones, Ivan Magic, Jordan Griswold, Simon, Kevin Kilban, Wizzy Sam, Jonathan Gallagher, Danny Slater, Pablo, Bradley, Baker, Jonathan Kemp, Cello Magway as well, Madhouse, Wizzy Sam, Kerfuffles, Kingslayer, Kevin Aaron, all the moderators like Johnny Gals, Berber, Vutinator, Ellie, all the legends in the chat who have moderated the chat. Thank you for getting in here. Shout out to all the members in green who support the channel by being channel members, people like Johnny Kemp at the end here, and everyone else as well who's watched the streams and shared the streams and liked the video. Thank you so much. We nearly got 300 likes, guys, so thanks everyone for your support on the channel. We're going to finish it there. You can follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, and Twitch at Flying Pig United. You can also check out the merch store, flyingpigclothing.com. Flyingpigclothing.com. Put an exclamation mark merch in there if you want to get yourself a Glazers out shirt or some Piggy merch. You can also check out the gaming channel, Flying Pig Gaming, which is my second channel, the gaming channel. Go over and check that one out, guys. And the website, flyingpigunited.com, which is a United news source. Go and check that one out. Right, that's it. Good night, Rocky for Life, Johnny, Vuti, Callum, Adewale, Kingslayer, Dale, and all the legends of the Bacon Brigade. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Have a great one. So we've got Barcelona in the next round, guys. You got to beat them all if you want to win the trophy. It's about the toughest tie we could have got in the next round. It stinks of absolute UEFA Garbaggio Corruptione. But we'll take it on the chin, guys. We've got to beat them. Spring it on you, Barca Melts. We're going to smash you up. And show Frankie de Jong what he's missing, my son. Oh, hell yeah. Guys, have a great day. That's it from me. You're a bunch of legends. Thank you so much for tuning in. Great little stream here, guys, with the Champions League and the Europa League draw. Thank you for being here and watching the stream. When we come back afterwards, get your thoughts and comments in, and we'll see you soon on the next one. Bye, guys. And remember, when the seagulls follow the trawler. This is because they think sardines will be thrown into the sea. Thank you very much. See